Hello, this is Victor at HistoryMercedes.com. This video is for Jason in Kentucky, and this is 9899 S-Class door locking pump. Now, pardon the mess on my workbench. I was feeling not too well, so I just went to do this because I want to get this repaired ASAP and mail it back. Plus, so much more. It's like I started on some projects and I couldn't finish them, so. Because of my I had stomach virus or something. Anyway, okay, Jason, so the issues, the motor was burnt, no question about it. This is your old motor. You can see one brush is visible, the other one is bent, so this one is dead, no question about that. In terms of the vacuum manifold, yes, it is cracked, yes, it is bad, but good news is that it's at the circuits that we don't really need. We're not going to use it. I just glued a little bit from front and back for the just to keep it together, so it's doesn't crack more. I mean, I could have drilled a hole throughout, but I didn't want to because, you know, when you drill a hole in the crack, then it doesn't spread and whatever. I just glued it. Yeah, there was some issues here going on. Either there's a crack in the manifold or there's something going on with bypass valves. I don't know. Well, it's just something that I disconnect anyway, just to preserve the pump. Most important here is we need to get our door locks work, trunk handle, trunk release. If you use that, I mean, that's a good feature. To release the trunk so it pops open when you get to the car and you press the button. This also has rear headrest drop-down feature, so if your car is S320 or S420, then you would have these vacuum activated, so this circuit is there. So it does work, but I think you mentioned yours is S500, so you should have electric rear headrest. They go up and they go down. So that's that. Now what we're gonna do here is, let's do the door locks. I'm gonna show you the door locks first. And I'm also running it at 12 volts. Well, actually we should run it at like 12.5. When the car runs, there's going to be more pressure, more vacuum, but I like to run it as if it would be just on the battery. So it's like just a battery. So what's important is the pressure and vacuum. Vacuum is a monstrous vacuum here. The pressure is okay. Again, it's 0.3, which looks slow, but if we're gonna switch over to another circuit, I'm just gonna switch these over a little bit. If we switch to another circuit, it's always like this on these pumps. That's normal. I usually do all my tests on the trunk circuit, which is HD, because that gives you the most real readout. Vacuum. See, the pressure pegs up to 0.5, so that's fine. I don't have problem with that. This is fine. So pressure and vacuum on door locks, that was locking and unlocking. It works just fine. Now we're going to do, let's do headrests, just to show you this headrest connection here. So that's vacuum to drop them down. Again, if you were to have S320 or S420. Now the trunk release is also going to work off this circuit. What's going to happen is it's going to first unlock the trunk, so I'm going to plug up this port and then so I activated the release. That was pressure. Once more, so I activate the release of the trunk. First it unlocks it. Once unlocking happens, then it diverts air to actually activate the release, so the trunk pops up. So that works. And another one is the handle. The handle, that's when the trunk opens, the handle comes on in and out. So this is pressure to push handle out. When I let go of the terminal here, then the handle goes back in. Pressure to push it out, vacuum to pull it back in. So you can see it. Now, as long as the trunk is open, it will remain in out position. So I hold the terminal here, and once I let go, it gets pulled in back into the trunk itself, into the trunk lid. Now these terminals I shut off. One is pressure, one is vacuum, so we don't need them because that's a common source of the motor failure, and that could be why your motor failed. Maybe it cracked here, maybe something happened, somebody pushed on these. To be honest, it's irrelevant to me because I always shut them off. So the good news is that this manifold here, the front portion of it is good, so that's what's important. The pump does not cycle. Right now it's ignition on, like as if the engine would be running, or ignition on, engine off, but it doesn't matter. This is active, so this is fine. It's totally fine with me. And yeah, so basically right now it is ready to go, and I can take it and mail it out. I've been running this and I can touch it. It gets warm but not too hot. All torqued up. Put a little bit of extra shielding on the wires, new hose. You know, this was a little bit of work, but it works now. This is a rear pump, so I want to make sure that this pump lives. This is not something that you can just go out there and find easily. So you need to fix this one. This is a 3248. These are the last revision pumps. So, and these are programmable too. They have a couple of features you can change. Okay, so right now we're good to go, and it's ready to go back to you. Just wanted to make this video to show you because today is like a second day I went back to work after my illness, I guess. So, alright, so it's all good to go. This is Victor at RestoringMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.